Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 8 of the world's greatest wine and stupidity podcast. I'm that guy, he's that guy, and we're back.
We are back. Been a while. 10 weeks.
Has been 10 weeks.
Yep. And we've just got you out of bed after 10 weeks.
I'm wearing a dressing gown today because it's freezing and I can do what I want.
Very stylish. It could be a new trend.
I walked here in this dressing gown.
He did.
Holding wine and a ring light. Just off to film a porn, if you don't mind.
That's later in the show, so stay tuned.
All right, go on, tell me, what are we doing?
We're doing Cabernet Sauvignon because you don't like it.
I don't. Well, it's not my faves.
No, we've had a couple and he hasn't been very liked of it. So I thought now that we're in episode 8 and your taste buds have matured so much, you're showing people your missing tooth.
No, my taste buds.
Okay, so I thought now that he's matured in his taste buds at least, we would give Cabernet Sauvignon another crack. And we have 3 to choose from again in various price points. We have the iconic Penfolds. This is the Max. No, can't see that, it's too bright. There we are, the classic white label. We have a Aldi's own organic. We are going organic.
Vinology.
Vinology.
Trying to adjust for the light.
And that's from McLaren Val, but it's an Audi brand, only available at Audi.
McLaren and Audi, also both racing car brands.
Are they brand?
Anyway,
well,
keep going.
Because McLaren and Audi do race in Le Mans 24 hour.
Keep your eye on the Queen. Keep your eye on the Queen. Where's the lady? Where's the lady?
19 Crimes.
Ooh,
there we are. And something very exciting with that label, which I might be able to demonstrate later if I remember and feel like it.
If it's the thing that they were telling us about in the bottle that time, that should make for hugely intriguing television.
Brilliant stuff. Yeah. Now, also down the front here, you can see we've added some flavours. We have some cheese, and we have some chocolate, 85% cocoa, and we have some olives. The cheese is from my mates at Europa Cheese. They're a Melbourne-based cheesemaker.
Europa!
And we've got some cheddar. We've got some pecorino, and we've got some parmesan. So slightly different flavour profiles on them. Just want to see if eating the cheese or the chocolates or olives changes the flavour profile of the wine. Cool.
Just had a tooth extracted, so can't eat anything. That should be great. So enjoy that entire thing, Glenn. That'll be wonderful.
I shall.
Also haven't drunk for a few days, so can we get into it? What do we start with?
Where do you want to go?
Well, you tell me.
Do you want to go top end or bottom end?
I'm not expecting much, so
let's start at the bottom. Now, when you go to a dinner party,
oh god,
just a little thing. When you go out to a restaurant and they've got all the wines there. Generally, what happens is you buy that medium priced wine and everyone drinks it, and then you then go, oh, I'm going to up you, and you go and buy a more expensive one, and then you go and buy a more expensive one, and then more expensive one, more expensive one. So by the time you're drunk, you're drinking all the good quality wine, and you can't taste it. You can't appreciate it.
I don't.
So I suggest you start from the top and work your way down.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start at the top. That'll be the Penfolds.
Well, says you.
This is a 2015, so this thing is 5 years old. Where the other two are basically a couple of months old, I would imagine. So, price range, RRP on this, around about $35. We've splashed out. What do you think?
Smells alright.
The glasses, I mean. Aren't they huge?
They are huge.
They are huge. Need big. You go with the big glass and the red wine because you want lots of surface area to be running there. How's that sitting with you?
Yeah, that's pretty nice, actually. That's better than my experience of Cab Savs.
It's nice. Well,
It's
that's
nice.
good. Good explanation.
Yeah, what do you want? I don't want to go too big too early. What if these are better?
No, well, explain what's in it.
It's nicer. It's nicer than inoffensive. So if inoffensive is middle ground and acceptable, it's nicer than that. It's berry as just because it's red.
You picking up any other texture or flavour in there? There's a light tannin.
Yes, it's not very sticky.
No,
Sticky dry.
it's almost a pleasant tannin. Some of them can be just way big and your mouth goes. And it hangs around your mouth a long time. Have you noticed?
I don't really know what I can smell in there. It's like mixed berries that have all been stood on. Is there plum? Is there a deepy?
Well, the flavours that you can smell are going to be different to the flavours that I can smell.
Because we've got two different noses.
That's correct. And if we had the one nose, we would... Yeah, anyway. So I'm going to try a bit of chocolate with this. See if it picks anything else out. But straight away, you can tell it's a quality wine, can't you?
It's nice.
It's beautifully balanced. This is why you're having trouble trying to pick anything up in there, because it is so well balanced in its profiles and its flavours and its textures. I mean, it's classic winemaking.
I'm willing to buy that explanation.
Yeah.
So why are Penfolds so? Why are they the top? Why is that the thing? History, good.
History, knowledge. They've been around for so long, and look, you kind of expect it because they make the greatest wine in Australia.
But says who?
Grange Hermitage. Well, most of the wine drinkers and buyers say that Grange is the best wine that is made in Australia. And it's internationally renowned.
You heard it here last.
You heard it here. There's another one chasing it, which is the Henschke Hill of Grace. But basically, when you're charging thousands of dollars for a bottle...
Is that how much it is?
This one's 35.
No, I know.
But if you kept this for another 20 years, it'd get up into the hundreds, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's good. I would pay 35 for that. Wouldn't pay more. But that's my Cab Sav bias.
I'm not sure the chocolate works with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I should have a go.
No.
On this side of my mouth.
I'm going to try a little bit of cheddar.
This has just become you sitting watching us eat.
Wow.
Nice chocolate. Oh, that cheddar's good.
You had the cheddar? Oh, that's...
Is that something you can promote? You're allowed to promote that?
No, I can say it's from Europa. It's cheddar and it's bloody nice. That lovely crystal thing. Now, let's see how it goes with the wine. That works, I think. A little bit of... I think it brings out a little bit of smokiness in the wine.
I can take or leave the grape. That's a pretty nice version of it. Now you say some things that are actually about it.
Well, I have. I said it's beautifully balanced.
Okay.
It's got really good tannins, not overpowering tannins.
Good value or no?
And what I like about it is that the flavour sticks in your mouth for a long time. So once you've drunk it, it just really hangs in there.
Good value or no?
$35. Yeah, probably all its money.
And you're saying we drink that first before we get drunk, so we can taste it, then we get on to the crappy stuff. Not that either of these are the crappy stuff. We then go on to the crappy stuff later on when you know what you're buying.
You go on to the less quality wine once your mouth's beaten up.
Shite wine.
There we are.
All right, good.
So well done, Penfolds. I will say though that's recommended retail was $35, but I actually picked that up for $25.
Where? Tell them where.
Tell them where? IGA.
Oh, really?
Richie's Bottle Shop there.
Yep.
What is it? Is it IGA Bottle Shop? Is it Richie's Bottle Shop? Is it independent? What is the...
I think it's Richie's idea. I don't know.
Yeah, anyway. So, there you go. If you... but they're all independent, so you might not have it where you are, but down on the peninsula, you can pick that up.
Okay, that's good. Where do you want to go next?
Should we go for the $12 bottle of wine or the $11 bottle of wine?
Well, if that's let's go backwards in price then. So let's do the 12. Is that what is that? This one?
That's the organic. So this is like a pricey Audi wine.
Vinology McLaren Vale Cab Sale for 2019.
Now, pour away. Glass sponsor. Mum and Dad. Cheers, Mum and Dad.
Thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Glenn.
And the segue to the glass sponsor, I went down to Red Hill Estate this morning.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
Today is beautiful. It's freezing cold, but it's crystal blue skies. There's not a breath of wind. The light is sensational. And I was down at Red Hill Estate on the Mornington Peninsula that overlooks Western Port Bay. And the light was so good, just looking across Western Port Bay. There's Phillip Island that you almost feel like you can touch it. But whilst there, I was chatting to Natasha, and we started talking about glasses. Not spectacles, but wine glasses. And she said that she went and did a wine tasting at Rydell, who make wine glasses. But it wasn't the wine tasting, it was a glass tasting. And that the different styles of glasses do actually change the taste of the wine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
we're getting into charred oak territory here.
We are, but yeah. So you know, when you sit down at a restaurant, there'll be 3 glasses, and they say red or white, and they decide what glass you're going to put it in. Apparently, that does actually happen.
Okay,
it does change it. So Rydell, contact us. We'd love to come and do that and see if it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Have you ever had Rydell stemware?
No.
Do you know what it is?
Rydell stemware?
Stemless.
I assume it's one of these that doesn't have a stem.
That's right. Which is great in one sense that you don't tend to knock it over so much, but when you first drink with it, you kind of feel yourself doing that, trying to put the glass back on the table, because your mind instantly says there's a stem on it, and you go, and he doesn't. Anyway, there you go.
It's completely different.
The power of silence.
It's completely different. But it's also not...
It's a lot drier.
Terrible.
Not much of a nose, unless that's me. Are you picking anything up? I'm not picking a lot up.
No. It is a lot drier. It's not as good. But it's okay.
Now, you see, having the 2 straight away, this feels a bit... the flavour's diluted, shall I say. Where this, the Penfolds holds the flavour in the mouth. It just hangs in there. It's like it's coating it.
I was going to say it's lighter, which I guess is probably maybe we're trying to say the same thing.
Yeah, it's lighter. It doesn't kind of have any oomph about it. There's no kick. It just sort of goes in your mouth and sits there and goes away. It doesn't really.
What makes it? In what way is this organic?
Well,
There's a whole different biodynamic sustainable. So there's not a whole different wine process or anything that's going into it.
No,
just they don't spray pesticides.
That's right. Okay. No pesticides, no chemicals used. So in the growing of the grape, that's what will make it organic. If they have gone through that process at all, or whether they've just said organic because it's made of organisms.
It's not as good. It's not horrible. But for half the price, it's a possibility. Maybe you're getting this to start with and this 3 bottles of this for the rest of the night. Maybe.
Well, that's how you do it, but for me, I'd be disappointed for the rest of the night.
Would you?
Yeah.
You're not feeling that one?
The step down to this is just... It's a long way.
That's a thumbs down from Glenn. Yeah, but is it $15?
$12 as opposed to $35. It is a third of the wine of what the Penfolds is, basically. So maybe we should have done it the other way around and built up to it and gone with that. Don't know.
Government apologises for hardships suffered due to robo-debt. Thoughts? We've
The
got
robo
a news
debt,
tape going
yes.
now. You can't see it, but we're trying to get more involved in current issues. So Glenn's thoughts on the robo debt scandal. Go ahead.
Not as good as RoboCop, but pretty good. Pretty good. I like RoboCop. Did you? The first one. The second one, yeah.
Love RoboCop.
I think that's why they brought out RoboDebt.
But the best one is got to be Short Circuit. Short Circuit 1, 2, and 3. Number Johnny 5.
It's
yeah.
alive.
Yeah. Yep. Do you know what that is?
What?
What that
Short Circuit?
the robo-debt thing is?
Yeah, that's when they used an algorithm to work out how much money you'd earned.
Is this for Centrelink people, though?
This is the Centrelink people and how much payment we were going to give the unemployed and the pensioners and all those sort of things, and used an algorithm and said, and the computer went blah blah blah. Oh, we paid those people too much. Paid them too much. Give us back all the money we paid you, and basically went into their bank accounts and went, "Boom, thanks very much."
I wasn't 100% aware of what it was because I'm not on Centrelink. But
And so those who are getting a pension are on Centrelink and the money's coming through,
yeah,
not only they're dragging some out of their bank account, they're going, "Oh, we're going to reduce that," and these people go, "Hang on,
bloody get out and get a job." I'm joking. I don't happen to be on government benefits at the moment, but I have been a few times in my life. I'm completely joking. So they've apologised today. Is that that's a good thing, is it?
An apology is a good thing,
Huh?
and they're going to give all the money back, but everyone's already gone through the hardship. But there's been several...
Should there be remuneration?
Well, this is part of what the lawyers are doing.
It's supposed to be a 30-second bit.
The lawyers are doing a what do you call it? Class action to say, give us back the money that you've taken from us, and we want interest on that.
Okay.
But there's been other government departments doing it for years.
Wonderful.
And I'm not going to mention who they are, because I'm trying to get them out of the system, but they guess. Oh, we guess you're earning this, so give us that amount of money.
It's getting political. All right, let's do it. Next one.
You got anything funny to say?
Nah. Oh, do you want to hear a joke?
Go on.
Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. My joke for this week is that there's a little boy standing in the middle of the street on a big box, right?
Not this one.
Yeah, but they haven't heard it.
Oh, okay.
There's a little boy and he's standing in the street, jumping up and down on top of a big wooden box. Huge box, about 1 metre by 1 metre. Jumping up and down, he's yelling, 16! 16! 16! And the guy wanders over and he goes, what are you doing? The kid goes, oh, you got to get up and have a go at this. It's the best fun. It's so great. He goes, all right, I'll get up. The kid hops down off the box. This man hops up on the box, jumps up in the air and he goes, 16! Nothing happens. Jumps up in the air, he goes, 16! The kid pulls the box out of the way and there's a manhole. Guy falls straight down the manhole. And the kid pushes the box back over the top, hops up and goes, 17! 17! 17! Yep.
We should have stuck to the serious.
Okay, on to the wine. Here we go. All right. Last one. See?
Hey,
you people wanted us to move it along faster. We're at 20 minutes and we're on to the third wine. You're welcome. You're welcome. So hit subscribe or else, screw you.
Yeah.
All right.
What are we drinking now, Drew?
This is called 19 Crimes.
Tell me about 19 Crimes.
Well, I will tell you a couple of things about it. I have had it before.
Oh, cheat.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't know when I had it in the past that we were going to do this. So I have had it before. And it's, I don't know, their sort of gimmick is to have information and a scannable thing about, what do you call, convicts. So, I don't know, there's some fancy thing. If you're 12 and on TikTok, there's some fancy thing where you can scan your phone on the thing and the convicts tell you their life story or something. Glenn was planning on doing it, but that definitely won't be included in the edited cut.
No, it's very hard to show it and do like that, but they're kind of trying to do an AI.
Sure.
AR.
Scan and talk Brat Stoll for
Augmented
50-year-olds.
reality.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, if you download the app and if you show the label, it recognises the label and plays a video on your phone and it looks like it's the actual label is moving and animated and talking.
Cool.
So that's, but they talk about their crimes, but you don't know if they're real or made up. But there is another app going around, which is even more impressive, using actually augmented reality. And if you
Pokemon?
Yes. So if you go around your bottle shop and you put your phone camera on the label, the winemaker will tell you about the wine.
That's sick, dude.
He'll say how to make it, what flavours you should expect, what to eat with it. Bang! Just this little presentation.
Can we just talk about how much better that sort of stuff makes, especially like when one of my favourite things. You tell me anything if you're, those restaurants and bars, tapas bars, places where the staff are really good. They learn about all the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come around, they go, hey. Some people come around and they go, hey, do you want to hear about our specials? We got fish. And you go, okay, cool. Well, I don't want fish. Who goes somewhere for fish? But the ones that come around and go, so the charcuterie board is, aged cheddar from the fucking Himalayan mountains, and this is made out of the demented yak butter from Uzbekistan, and they tell you all about
Venezuelan
it. And by the time that you get to eating it, you're like so excited. I love that gear. Everyone do that thing. I really appreciate the waiters and waitresses that know that stuff. I love when they come out and do that. That's
taking
sick.
some time, having some knowledge.
Yeah.
And so many times I've worked in hospitality, and you get up. What would you recommend? Well, I don't know. I've never eaten here. I don't drink. So, guys, this is why restaurants feed their staff.
Oh, right.
So they get to learn what the meals are.
What they're talking about, Willis.
So when they go out and they say, hey, we're eating this, I recommend that. I had it the other night. It was really tasty and had these flavour profiles going on. Then it works better for them. So if you're selling something, have some knowledge about it. Do a story behind it.
Oh, don't get upset.
Go Elaine Venice and create that story. Or no, that was Peterman, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's kind of the line you want to
As I wandered down the Moroccan trails in my gumboots, I realised this was a sombre. This is.
Hang on.
This is the winner.
What?
Sorry, Penfolds.
I don't know if I've drunk it yet. 19 Crimes. Okay.
19 Crimes is fire. It's fire. I don't know about what the legs are doing. I know about what you can smell.
That's sweet.
It's buttery and sweet.
Buttery?
Yeah, it's definitely buttery.
I thought creamy.
Well, it's a feeling that I have only ever experienced in whites. But this is...
Oh, good call. Like a Chardonnay or something.
Yeah, I didn't mean white people. Not in the current climate.
Ooh, there's a talking point. Have you heard what Netflix
No, we're
has
not
done?
doing... Yes. Well, you
You're not
should have.
gonna
He
go
was
there?
in blackface.
But how far do you take it?
It should have been pulled down.
There was a discussion today saying...
Oh, God, we're not doing it. Chris,
No.
we're not doing...
I'm not going to do Chris
we're not
Lilly.
doing
Then where does it go?
Well, I think blackface is pretty standard. Like, hey, it's Saturday. There was...
Yeah.
You remember that whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, Lily's stuff was after that. And you saw what a white American who grew up around African Americans felt about the blackface thing on Hey, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
So why would Lily do that 10 years later, whatever it was? Like, that's crazy.
No, I get it, but it was also done in Tropical Thunder.
That's a fair point. I watched it the other night and I went, ooh. Yeah.
But Tropical Thunder, you've all seen Tropical Thunder. So Robert Downey Jr., they're making a film. And Robert Downey Jr. is in blackface. He's saying, I'm a Negro. But there's also another African American in there.
Yes, but it's a joke within a joke. The film is a joke within a joke.
Of the parody.
Yes, it's a joke within a joke.
Yes.
Anyway, also, I don't...
Arsenio Hall do a movie where he white-faced?
Hey, if people are offended by things, it's not up to me to decide whether they should or shouldn't be. I'm not involved, and whatever offends if they're really hurt by it, then that's the rules. I don't get. I mean, why the hell? How would I comment about what my views are on whether blackface is okay? I'm fucking white. I have no opinion. Whatever they say is
Then
then that's fine.
That's it. But there's a saying that offence is never given, it's only taken.
Yeah, well, this is a whole nother Ricky Gervais. This is a whole nother segment of the thing, and I don't think we should be doing this.
No.
We've already wasted 3 minutes because everyone's going to have very differing opinions. This is delicious.
This is it's leggy. It's creamy.
$11.
It's sweet. Well, is it $11?
It's 2 for $22. That's $11.
There you go. 2 for $22.
Yeah.
So that's $11. I
Again,
don't know
Richie,
what it is
Richie's
as an
IGA
individual.
Analyzer. If you're near here, if you're near us,
There's a lot of places running with
It'll be
19
everywhere.
crimes at the moment, but this is a brand. It's a promotional brand, so it's made with Australian grapes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I believe they're Victorian.
right?
I don't know where in Victoria, but I think it's predominantly Victorian grape. But the main company behind it is American.
Right.
And based out of Napa. And there is someone...
These Aussies are eating up the convict stuff. They're loving it.
So it's like a promotional brand.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's using Australian wine.
And I believe you said we were turned on to this by friend of the show, Dean from The God's Kitchen.
Which is opening up
2 days? Two sleeps.
tomorrow. Saturday or Friday?
They put a post on saying 2 sleeps, and that was I don't know if that was late last night or today. I'm not really sure, but it's either tomorrow or Saturday.
Yeah.
It's probably tomorrow.
Either way, doesn't matter.
Anyway, either way.
It's great to see.
We will be, I'll put it on tape, we will go down and have a beer even if we're scared.
Yep.
Just to show support.
Yes.
But yeah, I think you said Dino put us onto this.
He did.
Well done, Dean.
It's a very
delish.
good call. They do another one, which is I can't think what the style is. If it's a Shiraz or whatever, and it's been matured in rum barrels.
New South Wales police oppose rallies. They urge people to stay away. Glenn, your thoughts?
Well, you're going to stay away from New South Wales. You hate the place. You want it blown up.
New South Wales.
Yes, someone did test positive who had been to the rally, but they said there's no way they would have picked it up from the rally a couple of days ago because he's already showing positive and the reaction period's a lot longer.
Yeah, so we're going to know in a couple of weeks after these rallies how bad it is. But I just think, don't conflate the two issues. Like, yeah. I am 100% for the Black Lives Matter, for the stop police. I've never liked police, to be perfectly honest with you. I have a never tell tattoo, but whatever. I think they've been heavy-handed with me, and I'm not even a minority. But I'm all for the thing, but also Corona, dude. Like, we all stayed inside and didn't see each other for 10 weeks. We all did that because we were scared enough to not risk our health. Now we're just like, hey, we're angry at this thing, and this is all bad. And I agree, it's fucking bad what's happened in America, and I'm sure there's clearly some Aboriginal people have experiencing the same issues. I don't know enough about it to comment. But don't go outside. Like, we have the internet, dude. We have the internet. Like, make yourself heard on there. I don't think it's some giant conspiracy to stop the Black Lives Matter protest by claiming Corona, which is what people seem to be becoming more and more American every day and just going, this ain't even real.
You've thrown up 3 or 4 things there. I'm only going to comment.
We're not going to address any of them.
I'm only going to comment on one.
All right, go ahead. Be careful, but think it through because I'm not editing this.
No. Anzac Day, which is like, if there's any Americans watching this, it's like Memorial Day. It's when we celebrate our fallen service people. Yes?
Yeah.
We couldn't have Anzac Day dawn services this year. We couldn't have the Anzac parade of the old soldiers and everyone lines the streets and cheers going on for years. We couldn't do that because of coronavirus. We had to
stand outside your door.
So what we did was do this whole internet campaign, social media campaign, and people could stand outside their door and at dawn
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Yep.
all applaud. And so you'd look down the street at your neighbours all standing there and applauding. Keep your social distancing. So we celebrated Anzac Day in isolation.
Can't we do this?
Why can we not support Black Lives Matter or any life matters?
No.
All lives matter.
No.
Why can't we do that with social distancing and do it? This thing that we're doing right now is far more powerful than me walking down the street talking about it.
Yeah.
Social media is more powerful than that. So, guys, please, if you went to that rally, let me know, because I don't want to be near you, because I'm still practicing social distancing. Apart from
But
sitting next to him.
100% support the cause.
Yeah, the cause.
Speaking
absolutely.
for myself.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go. So we're at wind-up stage now. So now here's what we've got. All right, we've got a renowned winemaker that's 35. That's at 25, 35, 25,
35 RRP.
35. That's really nice.
Yes.
You said what do you call it when it's all its money? The correct price, right?
It's all its money.
It's worth that.
Tim Wonnacott says that's all its money.
We've got that, which isn't an expensive wine.
$12.
It's not horrific, but it's no that. And I don't think it's any that either. I think that value and quality, I think that wins. I'm not saying that the quality is better than that. I'm saying value for quality. 19 Crimes takes the day. What's your call?
If I invited you over for dinner, that's all of you. I need a bigger table.
Even you at the back there. Yeah, I see you, fatty.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, there you are. You haven't got fat people now.
No, I'm talking to my brother.
Okay. If I invited someone over for dinner, I would whack this down on the table. If I was cooking a steak or a bolognese or something, big flavours that this could run with. And that's the star of the show. And you'd sit there and you'd drink and you'd eat and go, this is fantastic, this is beautiful. And you're all done, you're all full. I would then pull out 3 bottles of that and say, come on, let's drink. That is just great drinking wine. At $35, that's a star. Why? Because I'm talking?
I'm trying to get a thing. Oh, I don't want you touched it.
That's an absolute star. That is magnificent. That is beautiful, amazing, balanced, all of those sort of things. It's $35.
Go on.
Yeah, you're
go on.
Are you going to tell him or
No,
are you
go
going to tell
on.
him?
No one is. Go on.
Oh.
Keep going.
All right. But if you want to go out every day and have a drink and sit down for an evening by yourself with your partner and drink a bottle of wine, that 19 Lives is remarkable for $11.
19 Crimes.
No, what did I say?
19 Lives.
Oh, okay.
And we're the least drunk we've ever done one of these.
Yes, we haven't drunk beforehand. Yeah, I'll agree.
That's good.
The 19 Crimes is incredibly drinkable.
So if you're affluent, is that the right thing?
As opposed to effluent.
If you're
affluent.
rich,
No, affluent is right.
if you're rich, grab a few of them. Yum on.
No, it's not, $35 isn't rich.
No, but if you're getting, but everyone gets like 3 or 4 bottles of wine for a sitting, don't they?
Yeah, you go and get a case of that. Some people.
Well, if you rich, get that. That's good.
Hey, we're in Mount Eliza. Everyone will be buying cases of that.
If you're a regular person, get on that. Get one of them and get 5 of these. But that's $55 for 5 of them, or 60. You have to get 60 multiples of 2.
And if you've tried that or that, I don't think I'd bother with that.
But it's quite nice still. So not dissing them. It's not a terrible wine, and it's still cheap.
Is it better than this?
It's not better than 19 Crimes, no.
Okay.
It's just last out of the 3. It's not last out of the world.
No, that's true.
Yeah, you're yelling. You're like, throw it in the dumpster. Light the dumpster on fire.
Which is the best cheese?
Oh, the cheddar, 100%.
Oh, the cheddar's
easily.
Are you getting that crystal?
Yeah.
In that? Beautiful.
It's got the same crystals as the Reggiano. What do they call it? Reggio Parmigiane from Venice.
This is really nice cheddar. I'm not normally a fan of cheddar. I find it a bit bland and blah. That's lovely. Europa. We'll put it up there.
Your Roper.
Yeah. We done?
I think so. Hey, thanks heaps if you watched it again, and it's good to be back, and there will be more, and we will be slowly getting out to visit people. There were we actually had a lot of stuff ramping up right before all the COVID-19 gear happened, which was a bit of a shame. But hopefully we're going to get back to, don't. It's not going in there. Hopefully we'll be able to go and see those people. A couple of sort of go out and visits that were starting to be worked out. So, but anyway, regardless, we'll be back in a couple of days and do another episode because it's all about the wine, right?
What Drew was trying to say is that we're going to do some site visits. So we will come to you
Maybe.
live from a winery. How about
Not live. We'll just record it at a
no.
winery with a chef who's interesting.
So-
with some other person here, you know.
What, we die and then go there?
What?
We'll be alive from a winery. Bye, everyone.
Oh, see you, everyone. But where's the thing?
Over there.
Thanks for your time. You look great today, by the way.
It's my hair.
You look amazing. No, not you. Then
Oh.
you look amazing.